being an online reseller. And what I'm doing right now is just printing out labels because I'm about to do my thrift haul today. Today's Saturday, but before I do that, I have one order. I had an order that came in the night of the 11th that I need to get out. I did make some sales yesterday. I gotta go pick up some boxes. I have one Amazon box I previously showed y'all, but I think I'm gonna let my daughter use that one, and we have some in the garage, and I'm just gonna pick up a few more boxes from the store. But yeah, well, I needed extra income coming in, and at one point in my life I did do delivery. Me and my daughter, did deliveries and stuff, and I mean, it was okay as an extra source of income, but it's just like using your own car and the expenses that come with that. It just turned out to not be worth it in the long run. And then I would do freelance work, after my regular job, I would do freelance work as well for extra source of income. But and also I am a professional photographer. I'm a photographer. I can do anything, but sorry, but I can. But I kind of grew tired of it. I used to do weddings, like wedding photography, family portraits, which is good, but it's like, I don't know. It's just the work that you put into it. And I also had the retro mirror booth, which was awesome, but it was a lot to handle. It was a lot of work. I need like a crew, like got my dad, my daughter, of course, she was helping me out with that business. And then I would have to implement my sons in there as well. But anyways, it got too much. I ended up selling that portion of my photography business. And then I found that it wasn't making me the return that I needed, that I was putting into it. You put all this in, everything into it, and it seemed like it wasn't equaling out. It wasn't not even equaling out. It just seemed like, I don't know. Seemed like it was more costly. But anyways, I ended up, and my mom, she's always been a thrifter ever since I was like a baby. Anyways, young. And she used to hit up the garage sales and stuff. But anyway, she would say, Callie, I found some stuff. I want you to, and this was like years ago. And she was like, I found some stuff at the thrift store, and I'm thinking about, I want you to put them online for me. And see, the thing is with my mom, she, like back in the early 2000s, yeah, like 2000, 2001, 1999, anyways, when internet first came onto the scene, and when eBay first came out. So she was doing the designer bags on there. She was doing good. Yeah, my mom did good. But anyways, we got away from that and just, like started, at that time I was, in college, and then I was just had my daughter. She's my oldest. And so I was like, just doing everything. So I didn't have time we just drifted away from it. And then like, I would say about 4 or 5 years ago, my mom was just like, she was always at the thrift store, just getting stuff. She's like, Callie, I want you to put this stuff online for me. I want to put this stuff online for me. And I'm like, okay, Mom, but I'm gonna do it. But life, working, kids, just didn't have time. But something happens when you're backed against the wall and you have to make that jump, or you have to push forward and make something happen. And that's where I found myself like 2 years ago. And thank the Lord for my parents. Love my parents. But yeah, anyway, so I had to make a decision to go ahead and start my mom's store because we were needing more income. Everything, you know, with inflation, everything's got high, electricity bill going up. And I have my own house, so it's just me and my 3 kids. And my parents live one house down. And it's the craziest thing. We got the same floor plan and everything. I'll tell y'all that story one day. So my parents live one house down. But anyways, so it's like, man, we gotta get some extra money coming in here. You know, this is crazy. Electricity bill, sky high, and food going up, you know, cost of food. I was like, ugh, I gotta do something. So anyways, I was like, Mom, where's all that stuff you were, you know, just get, you know, after I get off of work, I'm just gonna create your store. And oh, no. This is how it happened. Because we would do garage sales. We would just do garage sales. If we needed to get some extra money, we just did a garage sale. But anyways, and I had this couple that came to the garage sale. And before this, because we used to do garage sales all the time, and like people would and we sell stuff for dirt cheap, like designer dresses for like $3 or $5. It was crazy. And anyways, this couple came and she was like, I love this. And the lady was like, I love coming to y'all's garage sale because y'all have the best items and da-da-da-da-da. And I just get them and put them online. And man, and I was like, really? You sell online? And mind you, my mom's been telling me like forever, Callie, I want to sell stuff online, get my stuff online. This is years before. And anyways, this is a guy. I know this is a God thing because after I had this conversation with this couple, because he was on Whatnot selling videos, VHS videos and games and stuff, and she was on Posh and eBay, I think. And so I was like, And mind you, like I said, my mom was getting stuff through the years, she would go to the thrift store like every day and just get stuff. And so we have all this inventory. So I'm like, okay, Mom, I'm just gonna go ahead and get the online store started, and we're gonna get it rolling and blah, blah, blah. And that's all she wrote. First, I got my mom's store started. And I mean, the extra income just started coming in. And then my daughter, she was like, and because my daughter was helping too. And so she was like, anyways, she was like, I'm gonna go ahead and start my store. I said, okay, you go ahead and start your store. And by this time, I got my mom's store running, going, making that extra income. She's getting, and then my daughter, she started her store. She started getting her extra income. And I was like, man, I need to start a store. I need to get my stuff, I need to get me a store. And here we are. I started my store, I think it was the end of 2024. So yeah, it's been going good. So 3 stores. In our resale room, this is both me and my daughter's store stuff. She has her own store. I have my own online resale store. And then my mom at their house, she has her own store over there. So just imagine. And see, I'm the only one. Well, my daughter was going to do multiple, like, cross lists to, other platforms, but she wanted to just focus on Posh, the same with my mom. So I'm the only one out of the 3 that's doing the cross listing. And it works out. It's a lot more work, though. It's more work. But yeah, so let me go ahead and get this label printed out so I can get this order shipped today. And then I'll be on my way to do my thrift haul for the day.